Wait, so she started eating it from in the car?
She said she's hungry.
And she brought it into
I
the
bought a banana man $25.
I actually hate all of you.
Bro.
Huh? Why did you take out the greenest one?
It was the closest one.
It's just the one that you picked first.
Green mean go.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro. Anyway, I will throw in the intro eventually. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the pod. Thank you for listening. We're doing a Mother's episode. You know, Mother's Day is coming up, and I got the random idea. I have two friends with a kid, and one friend with a kid on the way. Let's talk about it. It's like stages. You see me? Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So I'm gonna be asking a bag of random questions, and hopefully we'll just chat and have some fun until it devolves into the usual BamCast fuckery.
Are you going to join?
So here with me is the faithful co-host as always, Bobby V.
Did you ask a real question a while ago? Listen to a real person.
Right? Faithful co-host as always, Bobby V. And we have the one and only
Wagwan, Jamaica.
Okay, great. Thank you, Bob. That was great. Palison's back, and the great Assist Me Marie is also here. Tell the people's hi. Don't just smile. Remember, they listen to it too.
Hello. Good day.
Can you hear me? I feel like this is how you have to do Zoom. Hello? Can you hear me?
There you go. When you grow up, what do you want to be? God's willing.
I want shares in Zoom. That's what I want when I grow up.
Smart.
You wanted that 5 years ago.
I wanted that before quarantine started.
I definitely want to be a Disney princess.
I saw a story that said PayPal did more transactions on the first I made than they did on Black Friday.
And it's just Zoom and like different subscription accounts?
Niggas is just at home spending that money. I guess the stimulus checks hit.
No, you bored. It happens. Oh, yeah, before the pod.
$56 to one.
Before the pod started, Alison already ticked off one question I had, because I know, like, you know, at least I make the joke, you have to piss like a pregnant woman. And before the pod started, Alison had to get up to go
whole clean, straight
fam, it sounded like a drink. So I was like, yo, I listened to people before the pod started, and I asked, do you have to get up in the night and pee? And she said, yeah, like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I that's just training, you know.
It gets worse.
Yeah.
It gets worse.
It does get worse.
As the pregnancy progresses, not like after it's out.
Let me not mansplain.
Ooh, for me, definitely throughout the pregnancy. I mean, the bigger that I got,
he's pressing down on your thing.
It was worse. Like, I peed myself more than once while pregnant. Like, in my last trimester.
I know this child is on my bladder right now. Like,
when you sneeze.
I don't remember that being a thing.
Okay, because I know that's a joke. So, wait, you have to drink more water, I'd assume, right? So then that plus that equals full time.
Well, yes, you should be drinking a lot more water. But
why you say you should be? Why are you not drinking water?
No, you're supposed to be drinking a lot of water, but sometimes the water just doesn't cut it.
Alison, drink more Pepsi, which have more water.
No, actually, I can't drink Pepsi. I can't drink Coke. I can't drink Sprite.
Really?
Yeah, it's
caffeine?
I don't know, but it's the nastiest thing I've ever had, and that hurts me so much because you know how much I love Pepsi. And
wow.
Oh, isn't like it tastes different, you know?
It's so nasty.
That means your partner don't like it.
My child doesn't like me. My child is mixed, so
yeah.
I've been resigned.
Yeah, what? Bob, give me the biology of that.
Are you okay with me saying that?
Why, like, things that Alison used to love Pepsi, now she can't stand Pepsi.
Oh no, that's hormones and shit.
Just
like, I actually hated I still kind of, well, no, I shouldn't say I hate it now, but like before being pregnant, you could not pay me money to eat coleslaw. And while I was pregnant, I craved coleslaw so much. Like just randomly, I don't want KFC coleslaw, and I'd eat so much of it. I went through this phase where I only ate the cheese that came, the Tostitos cheese in the jar. I just like eat it and eat it and eat it, and I'd eat it with water crackers. And I remember one time my water crackers were finished, and I had asked my dad if he could stop in Manor Park to buy some for me, and he forgot, and he came home without it, and I started crying. And he was like, honestly, I think you need to move out. I don't want to be responsible for any of this. I think you should move to your baby father. Like, this is not working out.
Water crackers?
I cried. Like,
the man forgot the water crackers.
He forgot and he was being nice, you know. He came upstairs just like, oh, I forgot the crackers. I'll run back and get it. And I was like, you drove past Discount Pharmacy, Ruby's gas station, the gas station in Manor Park, and 2 supermarkets. You drove past all of that, and you did not stop to buy the fucking crackers.
But he said he was going to go back.
I started to cry. Yo, I did set out everything already. I did warm up the cheese. It was in the bowl. I was waiting. All he had to do was bring the fucking crackers. Him come upstairs with no crackers. So I started to cry, and he was just like, yeah, you need to move out. This is not going to happen. Every time you ask something and it don't go the way you want, let's say go ball. And he was like, this child is not mine. So go.
He forgot the crackers, which is the straw that broke your back. And then you start ball, and he was like, nah, enough of this.
Yeah, he was like, you gotta go.
I mean, one day Nick didn't come home with Popeyes, and that hurt.
Did you cry?
So, was there anything you asked me to get you while pregnant that I didn't get? Nope. That was fucking perfect, guys. Heard
That's
that?
nice. Must be nice. Must be nice. Do you know how many times I had to cry to get what I wanted?
I don't know how that would work. I don't know how that would work, you know.
Yo, Shay hated me. First of all, he couldn't afford to feed me. He could not afford to feed me. I ate nonstop. I wanted pasta all the time from his restaurant, and he was just like, lady, you got done out everything. I'm not gonna make no money if he eats all of the pasta.
You coming to say hi?
I was the worst, and I cried for everything.
Oh, so you became Allison?
Yes, wow. I cried for everything.
Wait, Allison, has that gotten worse?
Yo, I got so scared.
Berto, I was just like, yo, wait, has that gotten worse? Because Berto.
No.
The other day, I was talking to one of my friends, like when she lost touch, and she called me.
She crying, talking about, thinking about crying. Dog. I've seen something fall, and like it have nothing to do with none of it, but because it broke and it's way over there, so Allison started crying. Yes, she's crying, thinking about crying.
Oh, this is not my fault.
No, you're funny.
It's not my fault.
She's really crying.
She's crying right now.
Morgan, you have no idea.
Just take
no, I've seen her cry on the bat. Like, how are you doing this right now? You haven't even explained if it's gotten worse and you start ball already.
All you said was the other day and started crying, you know. All you did was remember the other day and started crying in a bad man. What happened the other day, Alice?
Can I get a napkin, please?
Yo, this shouldn't be that funny.
Nick is going to be like him going to develop the coldest heart in the world.
I feel some type of way.
Listen, I am be like, yo, it not
unbothered. Unbothered. You need to meet Nick, dog. Unbothered.
You see, the thing is, he knows like my dramatic cry from my like actual cry, so that's fine.
My dramatic
the fact that there's a difference.
That's what I'm saying.
What's really
So you have
Beating me bad.
no. We're definitely telling me about what happened the other day, though. But you have a dramatic cry. You have a what? A sad cry. You have a
Come
happy
over
cry.
here.
I have like an actual like cry.
Hi Sam.
Like when you just can't like there's no other reaction but to cry. I have that cry. I have my dramatic cry. I have my stupid movie cry. I have when Optimus Prime dies.
So, Alison's
I have thinking
movie
about
cries-
Tony
It's
Stark.
quiet.
Like,
It's quiet and full of water.
Alison, movie cries are fantastic because
Yo,
you're watching the movie and you're having the time of your life.
And you just look to your left and there's water.
It's true.
We were watching. I think it was Infinity War or Endgame.
we're watching
It
the
was
two
one
of them.
both of them. And
Both of them I was into
I mean,
it.
any
There's
movie you
water.
watch.
Hello, excuse me. There's water in her eye right now.
What you think about Tony
Because I don't
Stark?
ever want to talk about Endgame. I need like 10 years.
I love you 3000.
I need
Yo,
before I'm
fam.
ready.
Fam, you see when I don't remember what happened. It was something with Thanos fighting all of them, and I was losing my shit in the seat in the dark. I'm look over for look for Nick, but it's like me, Alice, Nick. I just water beat. I was like, brother, this is the good part. Quiet cry.
Oh God.
It's really
You are
bad.
having the time of your life, and Alison is having a mental breakdown.
So what happened the other day?
Right, my friend called me. Like, we hadn't spoken in like maybe like 5 years. And then she just called me. And then, you know, it's like when you and somebody, like, you just pick up where you left off. And then I just ended the phone call in like tears. And she was laughing at me. And she was just like, are you crying? And
See,
I'm just
listeners, it's not just us that laugh at her.
like, no. I wasn't
You tried to lie. Okay.
Thugs don't cry.
crying.
Thugs no bad, dog. Thugs, they have a tongue out.
Just like, I'm not crying. I just bumped my toe.
Mm-hmm.
So
And that's worth crying about for sure.
The memory of that made her cry, you know.
it was nice.
I'm amazed.
So, Alison, what you've clearly, like, you know, been educated. You know, okay, A plus B. This is what's gonna happen during pregnancy. Blah blah blah. And I'm sure you've watched a bag of shows and done a bunch of reading, whatever. What's your biggest surprise thus far?
How uncomfortable it is. Like, you always hear it's uncomfortable, but you won't ever know until you experience it.
What do you mean?
I'm only 18 weeks.
What did it mean? What do you mean when you say? I mean, I'd assume something's going inside. So what does that feel like?
Number one, I don't feel in control of my body at any given time. I can't, like, I have to think about what I'm going to eat, because I know that if I start eating it and if I start to feel that feeling, I can't finish it. Like yesterday, I was eating lunch. I got through like 50% of it, and I had to throw it all up. And then it's just like, what do you want to eat? Like, I don't want to eat bread all the time. I don't want to eat beans all the time. Like, I try to change it up, but it's like the more you try to change it is the more you throw it all up. And then it's just like, I just want to eat. I just want to sleep.
Can you
I
relate?
don't-
How many weeks are you now?
18 and 5 days.
Oh wow.
18
Yeah.
and 5 days.
Yeah, I read
That's pretty far to still be feeling to have issues with like food. I would think
Yeah, I
that
know.
by now you would be more comfortable and probably just eating more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is like, right now is
Oh, the eating
harder than it
improves.
was in.
Eating
Well,
improves
usually,
as
I was
well.
eating a lot in like the first trimester, and then I was just like, "Wait, aren't you supposed to like not really be eating in your first? You're supposed to be like uncomfortable."
yeah.
And then like the second trimester, where you're just like, okay, you get into the rhythm, you know what you can eat. Now, no, I could
That's
eat
so-
bread and I want to throw it up.
You pick me as a picky eater.
Pickier than I am.
Growing up, still?
Can you
That's not the
imagine?
change.
That would be karma, you know.
Speak to her.
I think it is. I always think about it.
Could be.
I called my mommy and I apologized to her the other day.
Sam, what'd you say a while ago?
I wanted to know why she's not eating.
Because my child doesn't like me and my child likes to throw up.
Sam's corner eye.
Like, if you could see my belly right now,
Let me see what belly.
I don't have on pants, so I cannot.
You have a little belly, little belly.
Let me show you a picture from like last week.
That's so exciting.
So you guys have any tips and tricks for like, or was eating not a problem for you, Sam?
Never had that problem.
Definitely a Johnson baby.
Please.
Ever in her life.
I buy my second. Oh my
Little pudge.
gosh, that is so small.
Like,
Belly.
I just look like I'm bloated. That's
That's
it.
big.
You do. You just look like that was me until I was 8 months pregnant. No one knew I was pregnant.
What do you mean?
And then your butt
I literally had no belly. My belly became a belly when I was 8 months, literally.
And then I'm just
By the time I got used to having a belly,
that was it.
I had the child.
And then it went right back.
the child.
Yeah. I had him on a Sunday, and by Thursday I was able to wear like my jeans to the doctor's appointment. No one likes me in life.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's some women out there that hate you, you know.
People generally,
You see,
most people hate me. Sometimes maybe if I wasn't so vocal about the fact that I have a son, I could easily just pretend like I don't have one, so no one would have an issue with me.
But people have an issue with you because you have a kid.
Like,
Oh, the moms in Sage's class, they're not really fond of me.
why?
Because she hot.
You know, yeah, I look really young, generally speaking. So most of them just assume I'm a really young mom.
They're like, well, that's not your fault.
I don't know. I don't
Didn't hear a
really.
word Sam just said.
They're jealous because Sage is a genius and their kids are dogs.
This is facts.
And you wonder why him talk like this.
Factual.
Him talking the same cadence as you know.
Listen, I don't want to talk about that person.
Also calling you.
You ready
I
for
don't want to
that?
talk about that guy.
You're ready for that, Alison?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have a question. I always see this joke on Twitter. Imagine he carried the baby for 9 months only for it to come out and look just
I know
like
the
the father.
child will look like Nicholas. I know.
Is that something that you legitimately get annoyed about, guys?
It's not a second that noise.
Hello?
Hi, Mac.
All that noise going fit out, like how it going come out of my vagina is what I want to know. Have you seen it?
Look at the size of Bob's head. Sam survived.
It's doable, Alison. You can do it. Don't think about it until that moment because it will overwhelm your brain. Don't think about it.
Like a big head.
Yeah, Bob's the only nigga I know that just mashed tomatoes like that, you know.
Excuse me, that's a tomato that you're eating?
With little salt.
With salt?
Yeah. What?
It goes for
What?
prostitute.
What? Good for prostitute cancer. What can you eat, Alison?
Bread.
No, like butter,
No, both have to be on it. Come on. Like,
chicken,
butter is in everything.
pork,
I can't eat it with gravy. I don't know. I haven't really had
chicken
pork.
and vajay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sauce right now.
Yeah, I know I'm jumping around all about the place, listeners. I don't have a list, so as the questions come to my mind, I'm asking the expertise, you know,
What
right
else
here.
can I eat?
What time, like, does morning sickness
Baked beans.
occur?
I
Or
don't
does it,
get morning. I get night.
And is it the same time
Really?
every day?
7 o'clock, yeah. And then I get hungry at 9. So I have to have a 9 o'clock snack.
I didn't really have morning sickness. What happened to me was that in my first trimester, I found out I was pregnant when I was about 5 weeks, and that was around the time when chick bee was really, really hot. And I got chick bee when I was 5 weeks pregnant, and it made me really, really. It was awful. Like I had all of everything. I had the rash, the fever. I was vomiting for, I want to say like every 20 minutes for about 9 days.
Oh, wow.
I was in the
What?
hospital twice.
While pregnant?
Yeah. I was in the hospital twice for dehydration and just to make sure that I was still keeping the baby, because at that point it's like your body's going to make an executive decision.
Mhm.
So we are actually kind of thinking it would have been possible that I would have lost the baby.
What is that typing in?
That's
Huh?
brutal.
It was really awful. And it took me so long to bounce
Yeah.
back from that. So that was my vomiting
Go ahead.
moment for like maybe between week 5 to about week 8. And then after that, I was fine. It was just a matter of trying to gain all the weight that I lost because I dropped down to like 90 something pounds.
Wow.
I just want you guys to know, 90 pounds pregnant. Bro, wow, 90 pounds while you're pregnant? That's
Yeah,
scary.
in my first trimester. When I got to my second, my doctor was like, all right, well, you need to make an effort to put on weight because by that time I still hadn't really gained much and my belly hadn't, like it wasn't growing really. I mean, everything was seemingly okay, but me personally, I wasn't putting on weight. My belly wasn't growing. I was just still really small. So I had to drink cow's milk like it was nobody's business.
Can you drink milk, Alison?
Who knows? I haven't tried.
What
Oh,
about
this is
cereal?
so
Have you tried like cereal, dry cereal or?
I'm gonna go help
You
change
eat
the
cereal, so
All right, bro.
Okay.
So you coming back?
button. Yeah, I'm just gonna change the button.
All right, cool.
I'll help change the button.
Go change the bud.
I'm gonna touch the button.
No.
Why do kids putting up those pictures?
Screensavers, bro. So you know
So funny.
we have the fourth. Can you drink milk, Alison?
She said she's not sure. You should try though.
Nick over there, unbothered.
That's gonna be it for the rest of his life. Let's be real.
What unbothered? I think he'll be very bothered when the wah starts.
no, I think
don't
you're going to
know.
be annoyed with me, like waking up the child.
Why
After
would you
a
do
while,
that?
it's like background music. So
What? The crying?
yeah, you acclimatize to it. Obviously, you know you're
I mean,
still
I
going
got used to
to.
my niece crying. I could just ignore her.
Yeah, you ignore it. You'll know like what's
Tina
necessary
used to start
to attend
crying,
to.
and if like mom wasn't here or what, I'd go help. But once Minerva did that and Tina start ball, I just walked outside like I went next door.
I agree.
I was out.
I agree.
It's fun being the Uncle Joey. I get to play with them and
It's
then
so
I give
weird,
you one
like-
back.
This baby, I can't give back to the parent.
It's yours.
Girl, that's the hardest thing that you'll ever have to
Like,
get
I
your
can
mind
pop
to.
my
Like,
niece full of sugar and send her back.
that's the biggest life adjustment that you literally can't say. Anyway, enough of you now.
Yeah.
Toodaloo.
Go back to your mother.
No, it don't work like that.
I am your mother.
Just listening to that sentence give me anxiety, dad.
Which one? I am your mother or
No.
can't give back?
I can't give it. I can't just be done. I can't give it back. I stuck forever. I starting to sweat. Nah, man, that's for me, especially me. Like, nah. I need to be able to just drop it and run with.
No.
Like, I need to be able to just burn it to the ground and then restart tomorrow.
And then they come
can't
at
do that with a kid.
They come
Then
at all
when they
these
start to
different
talk.
stages. That's what I was just about to say. Like they come at all these different stages that have all these adjustments that are not. It's not.
And I
you
can't even
know,
imagine being in like locked up in the house with them until September right now.
Let me
How
speak to
is that
you.
going?
Let me speak to you about virtual school, right?
Does it work?
That is the ghetto. Okay,
I can't imagine.
it is the
Why is it the
hardest
ghetto?
thing. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do because I'm dealing with a toddler. Well, just out of toddler. He turns 5 on Sunday, but like he's in K1, so his attention span is not. It's not 100, and then you're outside of a classroom setting that he has climatized himself to where, okay, I'm in school uniform, I'm at school, this is the behavior I'm supposed to have. He's at home. Then his brain is not thinking about, I mean, even for us as adults working from home, it's even
I hate
so
it.
for someone who is like 5, him not really in on this school thing, and I have to sit down with him during his classes to be like, you need to listen to what Miss Thompson is saying, keep your hands to your side, put down the crayon, are you doing what Miss Thompson said to do? Remember what she's like? That's a whole, and we have a timetable. We start at 8 and we finish at 1. You have different activities to complete between, and then you have Spanish class, and you have drama class, and you have this. And then, please bear in mind that after 1:30, when school is done, I still keep it. We are still friends. We exist together. So now he wants to do all of these things, and I have only had coffee from in the morning because I can't cook breakfast because we're doing schoolwork and want bed.
Oh gosh.
And then
I still won't pick me up.
no school till September. I was really banking on some summer school business. Like this, mash me.
But wouldn't they have summer school though? I feel like they would.
No,
But
school.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Again.
They probably can't. They probably really can't. And we're dealing with kids, not adults. Kids are gross, you know.
Bro,
They don't
God said no
understand.
school for open until September.
They don't understand about being clean and like, you know what I mean?
He said kids are gross.
They're
Of course
nasty.
they are. They're so disgusting.
Those.
So gross. And I have a boy child. Just want to point that out.
Hey, that's very true.
Niggas is nasty.
He's a
Yeah,
sick
I'm
individual.
I'm pretty gross, and I'm 27.
No flickle you.
He is
Do
mute.
them things.
And 26.
Just keep it moving.
What?
No flickle you shit themselves and just keep it moving.
No.
No flickle. What do you mean?
To be fair, mine has never done that. He actually
Yes.
despises his bodily fluids and others. But
So when he wets the bed, he freaks out.
Well, actually, because it freaks him out, he never does it. I've never had any issues with him since we potty trained. He's maybe wet the bed twice in his sleep. Because he's not into, if he uses the bathroom and anything happens to his brief in any way, first of all, he take off all of him clothes to use the bathroom. That's one thing. And when I ask him, I'm like, Sage, why you did that? He said, Mom, I don't want it to get wet.
Makes sense.
You know who does that? You know who does that too? Charlemagne the God. He takes off
All of his clothes.
What he says in interviews is he take off all them clothes if him go shit and him don't fart in jeans.
Okay.
I don't know. Ask Sage why I'm doing it and like maybe then that will explain it. I don't want them get soiled.
My niece does it just because she likes to be nude.
I don't get people who like pull it down to them ankles and just sit there with it. I don't get that. Like,
No, she takes it right off.
like it's gotta come all the way off so I can like spread.
She's making like half of the day today.
What?
Man spreading.
Yeah, straight. I need to like take it all the way off and then man spread and like rest the arm like this and be like, Mac, why you look like
Hey,
you want a ball?
friends. Wow, what's happening?
She's hungry.
Okay then. That's feasible. That's feasible.
Understood.
Are you ready for the feedings and the diapers, Polly?
I have 2 Jamaican dollars.
Cooling down, drink me up.
I don't know how these diapers are gonna work.
Nappy.
Listen,
Lad.
You can't pay me for the nappy. Yo.
I just to make that we should get the reusable ones.
that will never happen.
That will never.
Like,
Never.
that's so nasty.
That is sickening.
Like, how do you wash that? Do you hand wash it? Like, do you
What do you do?
Yeah.
How do
You hand wash-
cannot
you hand
put
wash
it in the
nappy.
wash it? What you gonna put it in the washing machine? And
can't
then
do that.
everything shit up? No.
And the chemical them too hard, so you have to hand wash nappies, bro. So like I guess you scoop out the shit and then go to work.
The fact that I have to wipe your bottom, that's enough. You gonna want me to know wash what your bottom give me? I don't think so.
You still have to wash it off if it's like a nasty shit.
But then you also have to wash the sheets if it gets on the sheets.
Listen, ask everybody to gift you diapers. You can never.
I
have-
do. Like, I do my register the other day, like, just so I could, like, feel excited.
Whatever amount of diapers you think is enough. and
It's not.
It's
I
true.
know.
I remember Bob said a picture. No, I don't know if it was a picture or if he tell me, but Sam was changing Mac, and like part of the diaper stuck to the changing table, I guess. So when you lift her up, everything just came off. So can you then?
Samantha strong when she pull it out, like stick on itself, and she pull it out and did that, it just tore off.
And it was like,
That was expensive, isn't it?
Very. Oh my God.
No, you know what's really annoying? When you change them and then use it right away.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my
I
God.
love Allison's face.
And Huggies
My
wipes
dad-
are the worst wipes in the world. Putting that out
Who?
there.
Which one?
Huggies wipes. Horrible.
I'm trying to think which one's my dad. My dad just had twins, and I can't remember if it's Huggies or.
The Huggies are poor.
I think
The Huggies
Tara
are
had
poor.
like,
Huggies is Disney. They have Disney characters on it.
yeah.
Oh, that's the one they use.
With the
It
red
smells
one.
good. They have it in the box, and then you refill it.
We got a big like bag of like
Cucumber and aloe.
1,000 sheets or some shit like that. Holy. Yeah.
Why you don't like it? What do you think? What's bad about it?
It's $1 bills.
It's dry and tough.
Ah.
Feel like tissue.
Mm.
Feel like tissue.
Tissue paper.
Yes.
Okay.
But yes, when your child uses the diaper immediately after you put on a fresh one, why you never communicate that?
No,
early?
cancel it. Cancel them. What I do is I give you punishment. This happened to me last weekend with my dad's kids, my brothers. One of them, I wait and then do them thing and whatever, and I said, okay, I'm going to change the diapers. And then right after, he gave me another load, and I said, you know what you're going to do? You're going to sit for 5 minutes in silence so that you can understand my upsetment. Because you are wasting my time, my energy, my feelings. It's disrespectful.
Bob, can you turn the camera back for 1 second?
Right, she's so cute. Oh,
Is she
God,
sleeping?
No, the eyelid
Her
them start
side
get
eye.
heavy. The eyelid them start get heavy already.
Are you going for food?
Hey, you don't want nobody watch you feed?
Tell me how long till she falls asleep after she feed. It's always funny to me.
No man, she going party. She have to. What time is it? 9 o'clock. No man, she can't go sleep yet. You man? You man?
Get me out on the fire.
Is she not sleeping through the night?
She sleep like 7 hours max. Whitney,
Take her.
Yo, she's
Eat
supposed to
from your
wake up
mother.
hungry in the dark.
eat from your mother. Your father cannot feed you all the time. She just carry her over.
You can't watch TV all the time.
See who the favorite parent is.
Oh my God. So fun.
Well,
Samantha is convinced that Mackenzie doesn't like eating from her. So whenever she's trying to feed her and she doesn't get the food, she carry her to me. And then she takes the food from me.
So I don't understand why you think that logic is incorrect. It sounds right to me.
sounds like she has a favorite parent.
I tell her that Samantha just have the patience with her. Samantha give her the food. If Mackenzie said no, she said, cool.
That sounds like Nick.
And it's like, bro, God.
That sounds like
I
Nick.
know, eat the food.
Wait, you have to like force them to feed?
She's very suspicious. I don't know why.
Child.
Who,
What
Mackenzie?
is her mother giving her the food?
No, she waits till her belly touching her back to eat. So she's starving. And then when you give, so she's bawling and you give her the bottle and she's like, no, I don't want this. I'm just hungry. I'm like, bro, God, it's the food. And no, I'm hungry, but it's the food. And then you just have to make her know it's the food. And then she eat it.
My goodness.
The food.
They're babies. I
Oh,
can't.
your daughter that's in the dark.
Crazy.
I agree.
Suspicious and difficult already. A year daughter that bad man.
And fuck yourself. Another point in support of that, however, Samantha says she don't like food, right? Most babies, you give them an orange, them fuck it up. Mackenzie, don't fuck with it. Mangoes, she used to like, she don't fuck with them anymore. She don't fuck with the Gerber juices. Like, she's just like, yo, just give me my water and I bless. She really fucks with melon. Like, she love her water, right? We tried to give her porridge, and when you give her, she act like it was poison you was giving her. So, cool. You don't want a food. the nanny made sardine and rice, and she take out some for the baby and like mash it out some more. Mackenzie fuck it up. So
Is that post?
everybody in the family, all the Johnsons love sardines. So one more in the box.
You know
That's
how
crazy.
you know how some people have to worry about like, yo, did I get a jacket? This is you carried her.
First of all, she is Robert.
Bob carried her. Bob clearly carried her, man.
My God, it's crazy. Every single time I look on this picture, I'm like, no, that little girl
Is Robert.
look just like her father.
And all you really drink
There's
is
actually a
water.
biological explanation, an evolutionary explanation for that one, kids.
I
Yes, we know.
think I know why. Run it.
It's so that the males don't kill the young, because if them see themselves in them go, all right, that one might be mine, so don't kill the bloodline. That's like from back in like, 8-man days when everybody was fucking everybody. So if you saw the child and it looked like yours, you wouldn't kill it. But if it looked like another male's, then kill it.
Kill
and
it.
cut the bloodline.
You know, I was preying it from like a
Interesting.
genetic level.
Well.
Like a theory of
Phenotype, here we go.
not even that, like they're approaching that Fibonacci sequence, that perfect like balance, so like when people fuck with their face, it throws it off. So the proportions of the face aren't really there. You're attracted to your opposite, and like you're trying to meet in the middle. So woo!
Well, sounds like a lot of logic.
You guys don't like doing that? No, that was pure stoner talk right there.
I mean,
I just cry a lot.
Listen, what's your zodiac sign again?
I'm a Taurus.
oh my god, I don't know what that
Currently in
means.
Taurus right now.
it's Taurus time.
I'm stubborn, apparently.
I don't know what that means, dog. I don't.
Move like a cow, a bull cow.
I'm stubborn.
When is your birthday?
It's Friday.
This Friday?
No, Friday
Tomorrow?
gone.
Friday gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. I knew that. Sorry. Sage is a Taurus too.
It's true.
Is he stubborn?
He's the worst.
Oh, can't relate. I'm not stubborn. I'm the least
Stage
stubborn.
is you.
You said
Can we not
stage.
talk?
Yeah, I did. Sage is you.
So,
Can we not talk about
That's what
this?
I heard.
What are you?
what are you?
What am I?
Yeah,
What are you?
zodiac sign.
I'm a Gemini. I'm crazy.
Also, you're nuts. There's two of you.
Yeah.
Where
We don't do. I mean, I find that now that he's getting older, we're really not doing well.
Because he's talking more.
Together.
he's 5.
Yeah, but I see it with my sister and my niece. Like, she's talking more and she's learning more things. So she has a lot more to us. And then because, like, the two of them are trying to figure out this, like, new normal. And, like, Stephanie's working from home. And then, like, she's there. And then, like, she's just under her like that.
Yeah, these last 6 weeks have been the most testing in my entire parenting career. And I mean, I'm a co-parent, so our son grows up in 2 different homes. So like, he's used to certain things when it comes to him and his dad, or he's used to certain things when it comes to me and him. And the fact that he's been with me primarily, I don't know. He has gotten over that stage of like asking. He asks questions still, but he's more into this attitude.
Yeah.
It's not an attitude of being. He's never really disrespectful, but he's very cheeky. He reminds me a lot of Shannon, and it really annoys me because I know that she has heavily influenced him in his language and like how he communicates his feelings and stuff like that. She thinks that they're the same age, and I keep saying to her, "You're fucking up my life." With this
in what way?
direction,
like how specifically?
Because she talks to him like they are. She's never a disciplinarian person, and I feel like when you're dealing with a child that age, you can allow them to be who they want to be, but at the same time, this is where the direction is most important, because now he's interacting with other kids at school. He's picking up on their attitudes and their slangs and how them behave, and them something I can't keep on my yard, right? So I'm very strict of don't speak to me like that. You call me mom, you have to say yes, mom. Just like little things that will slip and will, continue. Shannon, she always say, wow, you're so rough. Like, she always beg it up for him. She talks to him like they're best friends. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. Like,
I mean,
but he's very like, I guess he's discovering his strength now, because his strength is words. And him tell me things.
You know what?
Dr. Mackenzie like one of the dog them like from in the womb.
That's how I talk to Sage. Shannon, she's just...
One of the dogs.
You sound so stressed.
I'm like, yo, Billa. Like,
I am.
She's the mother of a 5-year-old boy.
Locked up in quarantine.
And then he does these things that are so embarrassing.
Look, he's not like swinging off a shit.
Could be worse.
Wait, hold on. What did he do that was embarrassing?
The other day,
what him say
our neighbor in the morning. Oh, we'll get to that. But my neighbor the other day, she was in the morning. She blends. I guess like she does like, I don't know, shakes or whatever. And he heard the blender and he goes, "What is that?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't." So he goes and he opens my door and stands on the grill. And my neighbor's name is Keisha. And he goes, "Auntie Keisha, can you turn that down? You're giving me a headache." I almost lost my fucking shit because, first of all, he doesn't have on any clothes. I forgot to start with that. He didn't have on any clothes. So he's naked. He's standing on the grill. Yes, because he doesn't respect the brief thing. He's always naked. And then he's standing on the grill. You're not listening to me, Martin.
I was hoping you'd have on like tighty whities or something.
You're not listening. You're not using your ears. I said that the child don't have on.
Oh, I wonder where he get it from.
Climb on the grill to shout across the hall because standing would not be sufficient. He has to ensure that his voice has you understand his line of thought.
Yeah,
and then he goes to her. He stands and says, "Auntie Keisha, can you turn it down because you're giving me a headache?" No, what I must say at that point, I just locked the door because what do I say? You're showing her your penis. Like the level. I don't think I've really spoken to her since that day. I'm so grateful because I'm moving next week. I can't. And this is a regular occurrence with him. The other day, him tell somebody about we were in a supermarket. I really love a sister. And then he looks at me, "A girly hair? A girl?" No.
An old-fashioned would have fisted him in the face.
Or in the throat. In the Adam's.
Or in the throat.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I couldn't.
My niece tells me that I'm having a girl and a baby boy.
And a baby boy. You're having two.
Yes. I'm having two. I said no. Unless you're going to work. No.
Yeah.
So could you imagine Allison just link the one day and say you're having twins? Right now.
You'd have to give her some time. You would have to give her some time.
How is
you
that
mean the
going?
twins?
Yeah.
Oh, my father come on a regular basis to tell me that I'm graded. No biggie.
No biggie. It's fine.
Because he's working from home too, so like he's stuck with them all the time. More than my stepmother.
How old are they?
They are 7 months.
How old is your dad?
63.
Pops is tired. Pops is tired. Pops is tired.
He's not doing well. I think it was sometime right before Christmas. Well. Yeah, sometime right before Christmas. I like on the weekends I go up there and I help him like whatever. And I was there. So they're not identical, and they look super different. One is really, really light and one is a little bit darker. One is bigger, one is slimmer. Like they're two different personalities. Nothing is the same about these kids, right? So Jensen, which is the one that's older and a little bit bigger, he has no issues with eating. Him eats, him good, him go sleep, like seemingly perfect child. The next one, Jace, real asshole, has a problem with everything.
My guy.
Don't want to lie down. Only wanna watch Cartoon Network. Like, don't eat food and vomit. Them something there. Him going with a bag of things. One day my father got so fucking pissed and he's just like, honestly, you're wasting my time and my money because I keep giving you this formula and you keep vomiting it out, which is why you're significantly smaller than the next one. If you would just calm down. This is a whole conversation he's having with at the time 5-month-old person, right? And he goes, if you continue to do this, I'm just going to carry you to the hospital and tell them to put you on drip and hope for the best. Because at this point in time, I can't do this.
And say, yo, pull up your blood clot socks and buckle down, dude.
Right. And he does this regularly. Like, I was on the phone with him this morning. I thought he was going to ask me to come and help babysit. Which is why I was touching base with him and him saying, no, it's cool. I sort out myself, whatever. I hear Jace crying in the background and he's just like, honestly, tired of you now. Tired of you. You just wake up and the first thing you're going, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go because I don't think I want to be around when you're cussing someone who's 7 months. It's seemingly unacceptable, but that's a regular thing. Like
anybody can get it.
Him patience, short, especially for that one. He's always pissed.
Well, he's 63 with 2 7-month-olds.
Exactly. 2 boys.
How can he be 7-month-olds?
I said old? I said years old?
7 months. 7 months.
Oh, wow. Whoops. 7-month-olds is what I meant. That's all.
Oh, funny to hear.
Oh, by the way, every time you guys have been speaking in weeks, I've had to be doing the month conversion in my head.
Oh, don't worry. I don't know right now.
So I'm just like, all right, whatever. All right, cool. I've had to do it every time. 5
or 4 months?
No, you're 4 months and 2 weeks.
Oh, I hate people that say things like, oh, the baby is 18 months old. Like, nah, nigga, it's a year.
Yeah.
A year gone is 1.
People who say 36 months, what do you mean?
A year gone, 1.
From your past 9 months, I feel like
from your past
you can stop talking about weeks.
What do you feel, Bob? Unbothered.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. All them do is the older them get, the more them eat, the more them shit.
At least the older them get, the less you have to clean it.
Really?
That's the big, scary part to me,
There's more
the
shit
diapers.
Exactly.
And the wiping.
And sometimes they don't tell you where they go.
Huh?
Sometimes they'll make a mess and then they won't tell you. You'll just say,
yeah.
And then you just buck it up.
Pick up a pile of shit somewhere in your house.
Yeah.
Or is that having an indoor dog?
Yes.
Yep.
That's like when you're potty training.
Wait, so the picnic them just cut the shit randomly?
They're in the house, walk in, and they go, yo, I need to shit. Mommy say I can't.
Or them can't reach, or they don't reach the bathroom in time.
Boops.
But them shame, so them don't want to say nothing.
Boops.
So them just love it out.
Skidly bop.
When you buck it up and them get beaten.
No, dog.
It's actually, that's a very annoying situation.
Dog. That really happened?
That happens.
Martin,
And you probably did it when you were younger too.
That's how you do it.
Brother.
You've never had an indoor dog, Martin?
I did try to take my dog in one time when I was younger, and then it shit in the house, and that was it. But I didn't think people would do that.
You can't do that with a kid.
You don't think people would do that?
I don't know.
I don't know anything. So of course.
Yes, I just shit my pants. I just shit my pants.
Well, that's the thing. For most kids, when you're potty training, the whole thing about it is to not make them wear anything so they feel strange because they're so accustomed to having it being collected somewhere. Now that you're so free, it's supposed to change your attitude towards it, so you want to sit on the toilet. So they're like butt naked, running up and down, but they'll just do it anyway.
Nasty.
Exactly my thoughts, but I didn't want to say it. That sounds so good. Yo, being a parent.
Facts.
Being a parent.
Yo, Mackenzie's over there beating the fuck out of Amanda.
What?
So what?
Mackenzie over there beating the fuck out of Amanda. She wants to stand up, so she's just like grabbing on and pulling.
She wants to stand up. She's
shouting at her mother to hold her.
She start crawling?
Yeah, she has decided to skip the crawling thing. She said not worth it. She says she don't see anybody around her crawling, so she sees no reason to.
Yeah. She did the same thing. He was not really big on the crawling thing. He started climbing before he started to walk, actually.
Everybody else around her walking, so she said, "Oh my God, stand up under that thing." Yeah. So,
and that's logical. I think that makes a lot of sense.
That's what she told me.
That's what she said. Yeah.
That's what the baby told you.
You know, man, her reason all the way. Yeah, I've been talking to Mackenzie from she in the belly, man. Stop! Don't talk to your mother like that.
Remember the other night?
What? What?
When she was crying.
Yes, Sam. Come and tell us the story.
Yeah, I was mean. She woke up at 3 o'clock, 3:37. Because the teething thing, her mouth was hurting. She woke up screaming. And I was tired, so I woke up vexed. So I was vexed at the baby. And then Samantha said, I can't be vexed at the baby. So I got vexed at Samantha. and then Samantha kicked me out of the room, so I went to sleep on the couch.
It's a movie.
And then icing on the cake. The baby went back to sleep at 5:37, 2 hours after waking up, right? But you know what made her go back to sleep?
You?
Who she want to eat from?
Sam, you need to look into that.
Right to sleep afterwards.
They are so smart.
Okay.
How does she have a favorite already?
That is little girl, buddy.
Why for that?
You know, it's so weird that you'll have a kid who will be exactly like you. That's blowing my mind right now. Like, I'm fighting with myself on a daily basis. And it's like sometimes I can't get upset because literally when we talk, I'll say, well played, I get it.
An introspection and a shift of perspective. It makes you look at all the things your kid does that pisses you off are reflections of the things you do. So you go, all right, if he does it and it pisses me off, maybe when I do this thing, it might piss other people off. Maybe I should stop doing this thing, and maybe then the kid will stop doing the thing. So
I relate. I'm perfect.
I was about to say, I mean, regardless, I don't really change much, but it definitely makes me think of ways to outsmart him.
I definitely call my mommy
with my logic.
Time.
You know, it's funny. You see how women look at it? Because Samantha been planning to beat the baby from like in the belly. You know? She gives a bust in that ass, and I'm like, you're not hitting my child. So when me and Mackenzie have disagreements, we reason it out. Like I talk to her, I say, yo, you can't be doing this. Like this is not how you approach situations. And she'll understand.
8 months.
Like bad man, if she have her finger in her mouth right now, I'm gonna say, Mackenzie, cut that fuck. She stop. That moment.
Can you say that verbatim?
Verbatim, cut that fuck.
In front of Samantha?
Yes.
Oh. Can I curse in front of our baby?
You're going to do it anyway. You're going to do it anyway.
It'll slip.
I don't think the 8-month-old is going to recall that her father shouted, cut that fuck.
You never know.
The thing is, once you start, it becomes quite normal, and it won't.
I don't have a problem with bad words. It's just time and place. So
I make an effort. I make an effort to not do it, but then sometimes, I mean, as I said, these last couple of weeks have been really tough on us because we're both tired of each other. Essentially, he wants to be able to see his friends at school. He wants to be able to like You know, when you take kids out of their routine, it really throws them off. And we work really hard in doing, you know, the whole, you know, you're going to school. On the weekends is when it's a more playful time. You go to bed at a certain time. You wake up at a certain time. All of that has completely shifted. And it has made such an impact on him that I never meant it. Like, I never thought it would affect him, because in my mind, I'm just like, well, he's 5. He doesn't care. And he really does. So he's been lashing out a lot in ways that are very abnormal for him. So it's like, you know, he does some random things that I know are just not, it's just not
him.
Normal. It's not him, you know. And in those moments, I will make the effort to, you know, sit down with him and talk to him and try and understand. And then you have a next time where I cannot hold it. Like, I get very upset.
Parental generations ago, you get kicked in the head no matter what. No matter what. You get sent outside for the switch and you get kicked in the head on top of it. Look at how we've progressed.
The guy who lives beside us was telling me that when he was a child, his mother was going to beat him one time. He'd come home and see the switch soaking on the water.
Flex.
So him take him knife and him cut circles around it so that when it lick him, it would break. So that happened, and the mother catch the rake. And the mother did have an old policeman cane.
Oh no.
Abuse.
Man said, I bet time they keep the switch.
The switch undone, yeah.
I mean, he's about, that guy, the guy who lives beside me is maybe in his like late 60s, so this was a while.
This was slavery parenting.
Yeah, he was getting that skin like busted. Like,
this was fresh off of slavery parenting. What
Don't get me wrong, I will definitely bust it. Like, he will walk.
I cannot see you.
I bust his ass all the time. I beat him.
I can't see it, and I can't.
These last couple weeks, especially after a certain time of the day, don't speak to me with this one bag of attitude. And he is rolling his eyes. Like, he's always exasperated with everything in life. That makes me real mad. And I beat his bottom. And he will tell people, just this weekend, he said it to the babies. One of them was giving trouble, and he said, do you want me to slap you? When I am misbehaving, my mom slaps me on my bottom, and it doesn't feel good. So if you don't listen to what mommy has to say, I will slap on your bottom. And in that moment, I was just like,
you're not wrong.
This feel away, but at the same time, me not feel away. Because there's a time and place. Sometimes you need a kick ass. You really do.
I don't have to tell any more beating stories. I've told enough. Yes, Bob?
Mackenzie just stood up by herself while holding on to her mother.
Yay!
Well done, child. Well done.
It's that time.
Watch Alison Ballin.
Oh my God.
You really started crying.
You see, you should have made her see it. Then the waterworks would have flowed.
Yeah, she's sitting back down now.
Yeah, let's just start ball. Alison,
look at her.
She just stood up. It's okay.
What you can do when your own drop out, yo? When you lay
your ball.
Brother, can you imagine when like her baby get the shots for the first time and start wail?
Can I tell you that Samantha left the room?
I hear most parents do that.
She couldn't do it.
My sister wasn't in there.
She said she's not doing it at all. So I have to hold her for every shot.
Yeah, I never
But
mind.
you have to hold her for like all the non-fun times.
Yeah, Samantha is a waste man. She just want to play. Just be a ramping she want. She don't want the hard parts. Like the laundry.
No, I want to see everything.
Can I just say, kids wear so much fucking clothes.
You dress them. You should know that.
Fucking day.
I honestly think it's just you guys. I think it's Sam.
Yeah, Sam.
I'm sorry, Sam. I think you're the problem.
She's so cute in them, so it's fine.
Right. I think it's her.
But I like it.
Yeah, it's nice until you're actually like how you do it all the time.
What?
Dress up the dolly.
Yeah.
So Samantha says she buy the clothes and she have to get a wear out of them because money spent on them. So, and worse, Corona the time she can't go anywhere for reals, so she have to dress up in the yard. She have to dress up just to go up to the nanny for the day. Like,
Yeah, like my niece went to the hardware store yesterday. Well, she was in the car, but she was wearing like her pretty dress.
yeah, bush straight.
Like she picked it.
For what?
Like, I want to wear this dress.
She in the car.
That's so funny. Do you know those things that I want to say it's just us as Jamaicans who do it? The shimmies, like that little. That is the only thing that Sage wore there for approximately 8 months.
I
Like
keep
him
telling
never wear
Bob that's
clothes.
all Pickney have to wear.
Him never wear clothes. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think about.
I know me. Trust me. I know.
I think Christmas. Maybe we dressed him up for Christmas. You know, like.
I believe in baby with powder upon them chest and pampers.
Yeah. Sage did naked. Well, first of all, he was a fat baby, so he sweats a lot. Never make no sense. What's that? Baby powder.
Powder the what, Bob?
I can wear powder like 24/7. I'm always.
Powder gives you cancer?
You never know.
That's what they say.
Everything give you cancer. So.
Dog, I use powder every day, man.
We couldn't use powder because Sage is terribly asthmatic. So it would just trigger off everything for him.
Irritated the skin, so.
Bro, I use powder every day, dog.
On your nuts?
On my nuts, brother. I've been putting cancer on my nuts.
Straight.
I've never been a powder wearing person, like even from I was a child.
Put some powder in your hand and just go. Just do this and just tap up your balls, dry all day.
The ghetto girls that look like a freshly dusted donut.
Up to your so.
Yeah.
I just put it under my armpits and under my boobs.
Under the boob.
What does it do? Does it make you feel cool? I don't understand.
Absorbs moisture, keeps you dry.
And I don't like the scent of my deodorant right now, so like I'm not really wearing deodorant.
That happened to me. I remember that. I hated how my deodorant smelled. It made me feel nauseous.
Bob, you're right, you know. You were right, Bob.
Pregnancy are the worst thing you can do to a woman, yeah?
Brother, them kind like deodorant start hit. Channel star.
You know what? Reading a thing
and soap. Like I have to use unscented soap.
Birth control.
Soap was a big issue for me too.
And shampoo.
I used ivory soap during my whole. Yeah. And then I was from head to toe, no joke. I used cocoa butter all the time because I was so afraid of getting stretch marks.
Apparently that doesn't prevent stretch marks, you know.
Yeah.
Depends on I don't have any, so
according to Minerva.
I thought that was the reason.
I have like 6.
Alison.
Really?
On my belly.
Alison.
Standing.
Oh, look at Mackenzie. Look at Mackenzie, guys.
Oh,
her eyes have not left the TV. Alison start ball again. Mackenzie standing. Did Nick even look at you?
Looked over like, what happened?
He looked at me like, this is what he did. Like, just look. That's how he looked at me.
He probably just roll him head from one side to the next.
That's exactly what he did.
What happened? Okay.
Can you see Alison crying for everything, every major thing?
Alison Pitney can't go to school.
Brother, the first time Alison Pitney like get a cut or a cocoa.
Alison Pitney cannot go to school.
I cannot carry the child to school.
You can't leave them there.
Alison going to cry worse than the Pitney.
I didn't make it worse, so it's probably better.
She going to sit down in the car park and bust a ball, man.
Alison going to be that parent that waits at school all day.
No, I'm going to pick my child up at 2 because I hated being at school after 2. I did not like extracurricular activities.
Wow, you make me feel so bad because I didn't care.
Like I hated it. I just wanted to go home and bathe.
I was pretty ready for Sage to not be at home. I started working from he was 4 months, so like the staying at home thing, that was crazy. Shannon cried for every single thing that he did. She came with us when we carried him to preschool and she could not leave. Shay and I were like, have a good day. I even said to Shay, the plan is we're going to go and make sure we don't stay because he's the one who will cry more than us. We have to make him feel excited and then just like leave before he matters out what's going on. Shannon stand up in the people in the classroom, would not fucking leave, cried the whole way back to her car. And I was just like, What's wrong with you? Stop. She cried at his graduation. She cries for every birthday. Every time he tells her that he loves her. She just
the graduation one. Come on. That's nice.
Nigga, they're graduating from preschool.
So
it's like
They learn
And he-
colors. Whoop-de-doo.
he was particularly snazzy at his graduation though. I think it was worth a smile. He sang he did a solo song.
It was worth a smile, but not a cry.
Definitely not crying, no. Was okay, like
Yo, one day Sage Grace say something or do something, and all these years of not bawling will come out.
I'm sure. And I will be happy when that time comes.
what are you eating?
Are you trying to look down like through his screen?
Yeah, I was looking in the glasses.
Jello.
I want Jello. Can we try Jello?
You should try Jello.
Jello. Can we try Jello?
And yogurt. Yogurt too.
Yogurt is
there's
expensive.
vegan Jello?
It is.
There's vegan. How do you make vegan Jello?
I have no
Jello
idea.
is vegan, isn't it?
No, nigga.
Really?
Jello's made out of bones, bro.
Yeah, collagen from bone. All the horses at the racetrack that didn't make it.
I don't want to talk about it.
They get turned into Jello or they get turned into glue.
Yeah.
You pour all white glue? That's horse. You ain't know that?
No.
I never read Animal Farm. When I never go to school.
I don't like scary movies, so
The
no.
horse at the farm got sent to
The glue?
There's something that got turned into glue.
Oh no, that's Pet Cemetery, isn't it? The one.
Oh
where
no,
they, like,
Pet Cemetery, enough for watch when you're young.
I never watch those things actually.
You
Scary
watch
movies are
Disney
not-
Channel movies, so I know one scary movie you had to have watched. And it's Don't Look
talk
Under the
about
Bed.
No. I did not watch it actually. I really
didn't watch
did
Don't
not
Look Under the Bed, bro?
No, because when I saw the previous first, I was just like, skip.
Fam, Don't Look Under the Bed scared me so proper as a kid. When I'd get up in the night to piss, I've watched it so many times. When there's a scene in the movie, right, where like the kid gets up out of the bed to go pee and like he puts his foot down and him stand up and him walk into the bathroom, and as him foot them touch the ground and him stand up, a hand just reaches from under the bed and he's a boogeyman and it grab him and pull him back under. That frightened me so much as a child. I would wake up in the night to pee, stand on my bed and jump off. So
No.
it's like, you can't catch me.
when I realized that the guy from that movie was also in Even Stevens, like I couldn't look at him properly for like a while. Like I wouldn't watch any scenes that he was in. Like I was properly traumatized.
Yo, that movie was
It's a traumatizing situation. Like even now when they show pictures or whatever,
Like I had no business watching
It
it.
is still disgusting to see. No, thank you.
Bro,
They also had this show. They also had this show called So Weird.
I loved So Weird.
It was so good.
That show
loved So
used
Weird.
to. I would watch it, but it would always like freak me out because it's always these weird scenarios.
You see
That
that
Jello
face
looks
there,
so
dog?
good. Oh my
Ew,
god.
ew.
That face there, dog? Bruh.
Look at his teeth and the eyes. Oh,
Bruh, that movie. The movie was so good. Chucky freaked me out as a kid too. Like properly.
My sister forced me to watch it with her.
Nah man, Chucky
I
did
never
freak me
watched
out
it
proper.
fully. Like I've seen scenes, but I've never sit down and watched the whole thing.
Bad
I think that's why I hate dolls.
Chucky did
Bad
bust up
man.
my brain, dog.
Voila, no.
Oh god, dog.
Gremlins.
Ah.
They remind me of Furbies and I hate Furbies.
I had a Furby
No,
toy.
I had a Furby too.
I'm gonna go watch Gremlins, you know, so I dash for that.
Of course, naturally. Naturally.
Yeah. Bro, Tina used to have a dolly that was 3 feet tall. And I go watch Chucky. Bad man. To this day, I have not admitted to my parents that doll went in the garbage. Seen like down there so. And truck come take that up. No. That movie, what other movie freaks me out? Like movies don't scare me. Movies don't scare me anymore. I remember I did watch The Exorcism of Emily Rose, and there's this one scene where she wakes up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, and I used to never want to wake up at 3 o'clock ever.
That's when the demons started fucking with her, because apparently that's like the witching hour.
Yeah.
Every night for the rest of the week, I woke up at 3 a.m.
You see, I can't. Like,
The 3
I
a.m.
can never watch those things.
Christ died at 3 p.m., so 3 a.m. is the inverted mocking hour in which demons can walk on the plane and them fucker
You
them.
know about that
I can
part?
dream about this and not be asleep sometimes.
You're
The 3
welcome.
a.m. thing is-
This
that-
is making me very jiggy, actually. Like, I feel jiggy.
So you guys can't scary movie at all.
No, the last scary movie that I watched was the what's it called? You know that one with the nun? That nun that looks really like.
The Nun?
Yeah.
Well, no, I didn't watch the nun. There's a movie that he's in prior to it.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
I can't.
Go.
Maybe-
Who?
describe
Who, the person from
The nun is about how the nun came about, like how he became a demon or something like that. But he's in another
the nun is a
movie.
follow-up.
He's in another movie, and that movie was a sequel. The Conjuring, I think. The Conjuring.
Oh
2.
yeah, The Conjuring. The Conjuring's creepy.
Let me tell you something. I went to the movies to watch something else, and the movie was sold out. So we said, okay, well, whatever. Me, not really. I never like maxed it out. I never really know.
The word Conjuring never like tip you off.
Honestly, to this day, I will still dream about that fucking nun. For like months, I would have to sleep with a light on because that will only come for you in a nighttime when it's dark.
Naturally.
Everybody know if you pull the sheet over your head, Duppy can't find you.
Insidious.
Yeah, I'm so hungry.
Insidious did fuck with you?
Insidious fuck with me hard, but
Nah. I'm trying to think of a movie that did fuck with me as an adult.
everything.
Toy Story 3 when they were in the furnace.
I listen.
That's the one with Laszlo, the big purple bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one really scared me. I'm not gonna lie. It really scared me. That made me so uncomfortable.
I'm
So much
so
so that I
sorry.
have not watched
Story
this last
3.
one. Yeah.
When they were in
Scared
the
you.
furnace and I thought they were going to die.
They were gonna die. It was really scary.
Toy Story 3.
I didn't like it. And because of that one, I haven't seen the one with the spork. I'm not gonna watch it. It looks kind of scary too. That spork looks something's wrong.
Yeah, I don't
with
like the sport. Like it's creepy.
it. He looks creepy, so I don't want to see it.
I don't watch any of the Saw movies. Like, that's not even
I
scary.
saw
That's not even
the
scary.
first
That's just
one.
horror porn. Gore porn, rather.
Saw the first one.
I don't
and
like
said,
Final Destination.
That did
that's-
terrify me.
That
I don't like driving
me.
behind like trucks that have the steel or the
Yep.
like wood
Yep.
beams. Like I can't
Yep.
do it. No,
Yep.
thank you.
Yep.
An entire generation of people can't drive behind those.
Like,
Yeah,
true,
Final
it's true.
Destination properly scared me. That because it's not even like it's something coming for you. It's death.
mhm.
What are you going to do? You
I also
can't see
feel
it.
nervous. I also feel nervous seeing like too many pigeons flying away.
I don't like birds in general, so that would.
There's a
generally
I
freak
don't
me
know
out.
which Final Destination it is, but a girl died that way where like all the pigeons just flew away and something happened and then she just died. Like something come for her.
Because birds are evil.
I also get really nervous about fences because there was another way how the guy died with the fence or like
Fence had 2 poles and a barbed wire, and it blew up and flew, and like the barbed wire decapitated the dog.
see them something there.
Like I'm
Any-
still hungry.
Anything
even
with
after all of this.
eyes.
You're
creep me out.
hungry.
I'm so hungry.
Anything
It's
with
not
eyes
9:30.
creep me out. There's a show I was watching the other day where glass broke and it fell like onto a woman's face, and like when she turned around, there was a proper piece of glass just
No, yuck.
coming out of her eye. That did. Mm-mm.
What are you eating, Bob?
Cornflakes. No, not cornflakes. Sugar loops. What is
Are you
that
gonna
name?
try? Are you going to try cereal?
Sugar loops.
What is sugar loop?
Frosted
That's
Flakes.
what I was trying to remember what it was called.
They're trying to you call
Ooh.
Fruit Loops.
By the way, Allison, I would love to hear your stories about pregnancy brain.
Oh, I'm just going through it right now.
What's that?
I think Alison did born of that, to be fair.
What's that?
True,
dumb.
pregnancy brain is when you forget everything
I'm really dumb, so I'm
and you
just
forget things that you know that you know. So it's not like you're forgetting someone's name of someone that you met like 20 years ago. You forget like your phone number.
Yeah, like I went into the kitchen with my water to refill my water, and I did everything
But refill the water.
but refill the water. And then I came upstairs, and then I was just like, wait, I went downstairs for something. I just don't know what it was. And then it like an hour passed, and I was just like,
I'm thirsty.
water bottle?
I have pregnancy brain today. If that's what we're using to judge it by.
Pregnancy brain.
What do you
kills me.
call pregnancy brain, Bob?
Marijuana.
That's just weed brain, bro.
The death of my short-term memory.
Facts.
I'm just dumb.
What's your funniest pregnancy brain? Stop saying that, Alison. What's your funniest pregnancy brain story, Morgs?
I forgot where I was driving to, so I just continued doing it.
So you just kept driving?
That's so scary.
What?
I do that right now.
I forgot because what would happen was that I had the worst cravings ever, right? And they would come at like all these ridiculous times, and I think Megamart had just started doing where they became 24 hours.
Oh.
So I would just drive to Megamart to get what I'd want. Usually it would be a jar of cheese, or I really like
when she was pregnant, she only ate the Tostitos cheese dip.
Yeah. In my second trimester, to be specific. And I would just leave in the middle of the night to go and buy food, and then sometimes I'll forget and just...
That you're going to buy food, or that you're hungry?
Or where I was going. Like, I'm going to Megamart to buy X, and then I would be on my way, and I would not remember, like, I can't remember where I'm going. What's the plan here? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Completely forget. I have forgotten my phone number. I've forgotten my dad's phone number. I've forgotten people's names that I know.
Tried to slip on past the goalie.
That's funny.
The numbers game, the more shots you put up, the more likely one of them go in, you know?
In a dream world at my baby shower, Kiara was going to put her hand here in the color. That the thing for the glue. But
Should we
she
know
obviously treated like she like said it out loud.
Oh wait, you know?
No, I don't know yet. Remember, I found it out at the end of the month.
Oh yeah.
Going be a girl.
Maybe two.
I think so.
No,
You want a boy?
I
Maybe
just
two.
want a healthy baby. Nick wants a boy. Everybody thinks it's a boy.
It would probably be a girl then.
Like,
Wait, no, I know Nick is a
cannot
girl.
be purple.
I know Nick is a girl.
Yeah, I think it's a girl too. Because I think you'd be such a good girl dad.
Yeah,
The night
that's
before-
one way to say it.
The night before I was supposed to go do my ultrasound to find out if it was a girl or a boy, I dreamt that I had a girl baby, but in the dream, I knew that the baby was not. Like, I had a baby in my hand, and it was a girl, but I knew that it wasn't my baby. So that's how I knew I was having a boy, and then it was a boy.
I've dreamt that I had a boy like twice now.
They always say it's the opposite of what you dream that you're supposed to have. Jamaican superstition. That's what they say.
I mean, it would be fun to have a boy because, like, I don't know any boy babies. Like, I only know girls. Like, my family's full of girls. But I just feel like it's a girl.
Boys are fun. I mean...
This right there. This is why Bob has a daughter. So all my friends are having daughters. I don't know anybody that's having a son.
I am a
You're a hot Bob?
good youth.
What was that?
There are blips on the radar, but overall...
Are the H and the O just in different positions in the word youth?
Good.
He said there are occasional blips, but in the general scheme of things, I agree with that
The road
statement.
is well paved, but there might be 1 and 2 potholes. But overall, it's a good road.
I agree
You get
with
where
that.
you gotta go with the road.
I am
boys
probably
are
having
nice.
daughters.
Boys
I don't
are
want
nice.
I don't want a son.
I don't think I could ever raise a boy.
I'm so afraid of
that. Not forward at the same time.
Like, when I hear, like, when Nick tells me things about when he was a boy, like, climbing trees and, like, just doing random things, like, that's never who I was as a person. I can't
When I think
Relate.
about it, I used to just explore as
Oh,
a boy.
it's even that dog. Like
It's not even. It's like the
It's
reckless exploring.
kids can mend. I've broken a bunch of stuff. You'll mend.
Boys going
I
to
Never
don't
broken anything.
I don't
Like,
know
he's
any
pinned so many things.
male.
He's bitten stitches out of his mouth.
Yeah, same. But I don't know any
I was gone.
males in my family that like them father. So I'm like,
was
I'd
gone.
rather not do that. I mean,
Mm.
break the
so
mold, buddy. Break the cycle.
I don't
I
have to
think
be the
if
one
I
to do
ever
it.
saw a bone coming out of my child, I would have to go to the hospital as well.
This right here. I don't know if you can see the little. Well, it's little now,
Stop.
but I remember.
Stop, Martin. Stop.
What you mean? I remember we're outside playing, and then like I just come inside, and I'm like, "Yo, mommy, in my hand," and like she turns, and there's just the hand
The bone?
facing that way, and the bones like that.
You.
And I'm just like, my hand just like hanging off.
I have to say, I'm super nervous about that because we're reaching that stage in life where he's super active and things keep happening.
He's
And
young,
He
will
doesn't have any
mend.
money to go to the hospital, so he cannot break anything. The only way you can break something is if you have the money to pay for it.
Him
it's really
young, will
nerve-wracking.
mend.
I'm so nervous.
Which is why
Uh,
I'm auditioning my child to be the next Baby Bop ambassador.
Wouldn't that be Mackenzie?
All right, the next one. They can co
It can't be Mackenzie because of nepotism.
ambas.
it can be at different stages. Mackenzie will be advertising at different stages in
You're older
life.
anyway.
That Lou dog. Your stepmother own a baby company. You're not getting free stuff because of nepotism.
People who work with the betting gaming and lottery commission cannot win the lotto.
That is for them problem, not mine.
Yeah, I mean that's a feeling problem, brother.
Just precedent.
That sucks. I am also not winning it.
This nigga's eating not even chips, cereal. A
Sugar.
flake at a time.
Frosted flakes.
A flake at a time.
Man, sugar loops? What the hell are sugar loops?
It's like
That was pregnancy brain.
Fruit loops?
it's like a
Sugar
little
loops. That's why I asked about pregnancy brain. It seemed like a very pregnancy thing to say.
it's an amuse bouche.
Oh, one of them little before appetizers.
Amuse bouche.
But you had two jellos.
It literally amuses your mouth.
Alison, can you sleep on your belly?
I'm afraid to.
So,
Do
like,
you normally?
Do you normally?
I used to, but like sleeping on my back is uncomfortable, and sleeping on my side, like if I sleep on my left side, I feel my heart a lot more, so I don't fall asleep very well. But if I sleep on my right side, I definitely won't fall asleep.
There's a side that you sleep on that'll make your leg feel very dead. I think once your belly gets a little bit bigger. That happens to me all the time.
You have a pregnancy pillow, Alison?
Nick, but he's like 200 degrees, so
You need a pregnancy pillow.
Yeah, you should get one.
I've been looking
Bob.
for them. I don't know who to send it to for them to buy it.
Bob. Some ever just like wake up in the middle of the night one time, uncomfortable, and box you.
Try the store. If she ever do what?
Wake up in the
Oh.
middle of the night when she's pregnant, uncomfortable, and just woke you up too.
Have we get a discount?
Yeah, you're breathing. There's a breathing mother's discount. Martin.
Yeah.
Samantha made me uncomfortable during her pregnancy sleep. And she still does to this day because she sleeps in the middle of the bed.
Could be worse. She could have hugged the sheets.
No, she does hug the sheets.
Oh,
Wow, 2 struggles? That's rough.
No. You see, during pregnancy time, I slept against the wall. The pregnancy pillow had some in the middle, and then the pregnancy pillow had the other side. So the three
I
of
have
us,
my own sheets.
all three of us slept in the bed. No, lie.
What is
The
a sheet
pregnancy
hug?
pillow was between the two of us. I couldn't even hug her up. So the three of us in the bed. Samantha have 3 fan pan high, this far from my face. I sick and she hot. I was uncomfortable. But then she now go get appendicitis when it in our 38 weeks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Everybody was like, "Oh my God,
It was
what's
feeling
going on?"
big.
We were wondering what's going
I
on.
thought it was all these things.
No one fucking thought it
Wow,
was appendicitis.
so extra.
Yeah, so
You're
when
not? That's
but
just
we
not.
couldn't figure it out, we had to do emergency C-section. So them goes to the baby. I was there,
Whoops.
watched everything. I saw
Oh my
inside her.
God. Ew.
So
That's
most of
gross.
jump on the baby. I go upstairs with the baby when the pediatrician took her out. Say, yo, all right, that one is mine. Make sure I know her what she look like. So when I come back, yeah, man, I mind that. Go back downstairs to Samantha. I say, yo, see what the problem was. Man, them say, yeah, come here, come look. And then was a boop, boop, I move through thing. And them say, see there, the tip of her appendix was inflamed.
What did it look like?
Appendix, it looked like a long leaf. Well,
Look
it
like
looked
peas.
With
Look
a
like green
point.
peas.
The fact that you saw the inside of her body is
I tell her that she can't
mind-blowing.
love any man ever again because me know her more than anybody can ever know her. Know her she look the inside and the outside.
It's so disturbing.
Yeah, I was like, that's gross, bro.
That is so sickening.
Batman, I saw the what name, babe?
Placenta?
What name?
A fibroid?
Yeah, I saw her fibroid.
Oh, I have.
What
I
is
think.
it?
It's a tumor that grows on most women's uteruses.
Uterus, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't have any of those, but I was definitely afraid of having to do a C-section more than anything else.
Me afraid of the big burger that
I'm afraid of the cost, to be quite honest.
Oh, well, let me tell you. Shay said it to me
AFK.
straight up. You're just like, listen, you're going to have a regular delivery because I can't do it. I can't pay for no 200,000, 300,000
We'll tell you something.
delivery.
I have $2 Jamaican.
Samantha had the audacity to need 2 surgeons. One to take the baby and one to fix the appendix.
Oh,
no.
that's
And
rough.
Andrews?
Yep.
Yikes. Yeah. That Andrews told when we were pregnant, Andrews was just like, oh, the deposit, if it is that you're going to be doing a C-section, is $200,000. I said, what you said?
That's
Them time, them minimum know what $200,000 look like.
I feel like
I
them
mean-
calls with the other day because we still have a little chump change for them, 54 grand, but them can
They
wait.
already get $300,000. Them alright.
They are
Listen,
more than all
and
right.
that does not include what you're paying your doctors. That's just to be a part of the hospital.
Yeah.
Like I created a spreadsheet for all of like my doctor's visits and the prescription so far. I've spent like 40 grand on
And
prescription.
your health insurance don't do shit for you.
No,
I didn't
I got one prescription that was covered by my insurance. One.
I didn't
Like
have health
$8,000.
insurance at the time. Everything was out of pocket.
Oh God, like
Might as well you only get 25 grand for a normal delivery. 50 is a C-section.
I'm actually really afraid of getting pregnant again because what if I have to do a C-section the next time?
I'd never
Like
do
I'm
that.
so glad that I know like one of my friends, like her family is full of nurses. I know like if push comes to shove, I'm just having it right here and they can just come.
Butterbird, get a blow up pool and just shoot it up.
I really think I would do that.
Sam,
I would
But I'm on
still
the
have
drug.
a home birth.
what's the C-section recovery like?
Awful.
It's terrible, yeah.
You can't sneeze. You can't cough.
Can't laugh,
Oh,
right?
all that pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to poop.
And you must take care of baby.
And how long does that last for? Like,
Long.
In honesty, I think I was
Samantha
I was
heal
up and
fast.
about. I was up and about like I was on the road like 2 days after I came home, 3 days. I was barely walking, but
My sister was at a wreck for like 2 weeks.
my stepmother is just no way.
I remember she also had her appendix out.
Yeah, and you were on the road 2 days? Yeah.
yeah.
She was out the hospital after 2 days.
And 2 days
That's really good. That's really good, actually.
They were at court.
Yeah.
You're
Most
Wolverine,
people
clearly.
take like a week in the hospital to like.
Not at 11:05 at night.
No, thank you. No.
Well,
If I could make the first night, trust me, I tried. But you have to poop first before you can leave the hospital.
Leave the hospital, yeah.
Really?
Why?
So
Nah,
that
I don't want to do that at the hospital.
No, you have to.
you're gonna bust out the stitch them and your belly bottom are gonna drop out.
That's fine.
Oh.
I will come back. I will go to my yard and do it and come back. That's
But
nasty.
you're gonna hold it in your hand and just walk in. Yo, this drop out.
What's wrong with pooping at the hospital?
I can't do it. I'm very shy. I'm shy.
You're a shy
She
pooper?
don't want to be at hospital, and she really do have a choice.
I don't like
But in all
like
honesty, like I went to the doctor like a few days. I went to the hospital on Friday. I went to the doctor like Wednesday. I remember we did the ultrasound. I saw the size of the baby, and I was like, "Yo,
This will come out of the giant.
that's a big fear that I have.
They come out.
From my head big. Nick has a nose.
The nose going to hitch at that.
But it's like my head big.
And the nose going to hitch.
But you have to clear the head to reach the nose.
Baby head soft, you can squeeze them up in.
It does. Oh, let me tell you about it. Sage's head was a cone when it came out.
Yeah, because it's soft, so it tough to fit out.
It was a cone. He was really small though, because he,
He's still
very
really small.
previous. He was 4 pounds something. So actually, my laboring process was really.
How long was that?
I labored for maybe 6 hours, 7 hours. I got to the hospital at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't think that I was actually in active labor. What happened was that the night before, I went to my friend's house to do some maternity pictures. And while I was there, I didn't realize my mucus plug had actually come out.
Your water broke.
And I was like, oh, but when you're pregnant, like a lot of things happen. You have like weird discharge. Like things are just like annoying. And I remember being there thinking to myself, honestly, I just want to take these fucking pictures and not have to deal with my vagina this time. Like, you need to just keep it together. We're only here for a few minutes. I just need to get the picture done.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I didn't have the regular gushing like, I guess, other people was because I had a stitch. I did what we call a cerclage. So they stitched my cervix shut because my cervix is too short to accommodate a full-term pregnancy. So at like 6 months, my cervix would have started opening.
Oh wow.
So I got the stitch when I was about 5 months, which was when we found out. And so everything was still up there, but it was like a slow leaking. So when I woke up the next morning, I had like a whole thing on my bed, and I thought I peed myself, which was quite normal. But it didn't smell like pee, so I had called my doctor, and she said, mind you, it was Mother's Day, and she was like, Morgan, today's a rough day to be doing all of this. And she said, just go to the hospital, let them check you out, and then I'll decide what's the deal. And I was 2 centimeters, and the stitch was kind of coming apart, so she had to go and cut it. And then when she cut it, then she popped my sac at that point in time. But my laboring process was really no big deal. I didn't use
Morgan, everything you said a while ago contradict what you just said.
It was fine. I swear it was okay. It was no big deal. It didn't hurt. I swear, none of that hurt.
I'm gonna never know that the baby did not come, but everything that bless.
It didn't. No, that whole part.
Morgan, a while ago when you were telling that all of our faces were just twisting and twisting and twisting.
I felt nothing at that point. I wasn't contracting. When she cut the stitch, I felt nothing. You know, when she popped the sac, I felt nothing. Huh?
Is that why people hate you, because you never felt anything?
Well, I started contract because Sage was going to be 5 weeks early. They had induced my labor because she said she didn't want me to be laboring for a long time, and then he goes into stress because he's quote unquote premature. So my labor was induced, which was very painful. I started contracting 2 minutes apart, and I contracted like that for the whole 7 hours or 8 hours as I was laboring. So that for me was really difficult. because I really didn't get like a break.
But I can't even deal with a stomach ache.
And my contraction started 20 minutes after the medicine went into my hand. That was tough, but I know people labor for like hours. So I really lucked out because it still sounds like a long time, but way better than what first time mothers have to deal with. I mean, by 3 o'clock, I had him.
I Googled world's quickest childbirth ever, and it was 4 minutes 17 seconds from start to finish.
Do you want to beat that?
That sounds like a great day.
I'm cheap.
Simple, to the point. I mean,
Was it a boy?
Oh,
I'm sorry. There are people listening who are thinking it. I'm just being the voice of it.
What did you say?
Vox Populi, you know?
he said the vagina was probably big. It just fell out.
Vagina, Martin. VUH.
The vagina. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that fact we found out the other day when we were talking about it in the group? The largest number of children born to one woman.
You're like 70 something.
It was like 60 something.
Excuse me?
how does that happen? So at what point in time do you start having your babies? At 16?
Probably like 12.
And then you have one every 9 months?
No, I have multiples every time.
All right, 69. The greatest officially recorded number of children born to one mother is 69. Now,
That's ridiculous.
the Russian peasant, she had...
A Russian peasant?
Yeah, she gave birth to 16 pair of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets.
I think the fuck not. So is it that they came out of her vagina?
You want me to Google that?
No.
Was it natural?
I need to know. Did they all come out of her vagina?
That's not eat them. Sorry, bad man. I'm a Russian peasant, and my wife, every time I fuck it, she pop out 432 pitney. Kids stew.
Numerous sources exist, but the most officially recorded one was reported by the Moscow Monastery, February 27th, 1782. Had recorded every of her natural childbirth.
Wait, what year was it?
1782.
Oh yeah,
There's no C-section.
yeah.
How the fuck she survived so many childbirths?
27th
Thank you.
of
That's what
February.
I'm trying to say. How will something come out of your vagina? Multiple in one sitting? You must be out of your fucking mind.
And you know,
Oh shit! Yo! Her husband also had children by another woman.
Why?
His second wife had 8 births, totaling in 18 children. Him had a problem.
No.
That man clip loaded.
Him had a problem, bad man.
No safety.
18.
Pull out a pin file dog and it a beat rapid.
No, that is 77 picnic, is it?
No.
That is 77 children, dog.
No.
When you're dead, the funeral at the church is just a picnic there.
Exactly.
Dog. All right, I want to look for one more
leaving
fact.
behind 70 children, 107 grandchildren, 347 great grandchildren.
All right, the world's longest labor, I am 75 days.
What?
Is that really fun?
How that work?
I need to understand. So
After 75 days and what is believed to be the longest labor ever recorded, Joanna, can't pronounce her last name, gave birth to a healthy girl, Ego, and a boy, Ignacy.
I agree.
The 2 babies were delivered by...
The two. So,
Yeah, she had a boy and a girl.
pronounce me dead, you know?
Oh, no.
In
One
Poland.
came out and then she went home and the next one come out days after.
That is I don't know. No, I don't see that one. These two came out same time. Each of them with no. I know about that one too, but they came out same time. Each of them weighed 4 pounds.
You were not just talking out your ass, like that's a real thing?
Yeah.
But,
A woman went to the hospital.
what are you talking about, Bob?
Send her
Yeah,
home.
Bob.
There's a whole thing on TLC called I didn't know I was pregnant.
Yeah,
And no, not even like that, dog. Like you have like an average size woman where like she has a fallopian pregnancy where like the baby formed in the fallopian tube or whatever. So she had really bad cramps. There's this other woman who she knows she was pregnant. She went to the hospital. She delivered her baby. She went home, and 3 days later she came back and they delivered the second one because they didn't know who was in there.
Hey, I'm gonna need my doctor to not miss. You need to
How do you
know
not know?
what the fuck is going on.
I think it's called hidden twins or something like that.
Not cool. Twins,
Bro.
but is not cool. And then not knowing that you're having twins is double not cool.
Bro, no time to prepare.
And then you have one and you think this is it, and then you find out say, whoops, no,
$2.
no, I'm still around. I don't think so. That would have mashed me. Alison, are you crying?
Yo, there are a couple of these stories apparently. There's a couple of these stories. Holy shit. Bro,
Couple stories of not knowing that you're pregnant.
Yeah.
You ever contemplate that the human body is meant to give birth stooping down?
Yeah, you're supposed to squat to shit and squat to birth the baby.
That's how they used to do it.
But we're civilized.
I don't think don't work.
We're civilized, bro.
Which is why I think I would go, like, I would love the option of a home birth because I feel like they're more into that kind of laboring, natural laboring, and how you deliver is not like how they do it, obviously, in the hospital.
All right, me
it's
amigos.
much better.
Me amigos. Hold on, let me see something. Share screen. Share computer sound. Bap. Bap. Freak out. More gonna be.
What's going on?
This is going to freak me out.
What's going on? What's going on?
Can you hear?
Don't do it. Don't.
Can you guys hear?
Barely.
All right, hold on.
What happens to the baby?
Never want to leave London, I promise.
While travelling, she met a flight director called Gio.
Okay, reshare. Because we need to hear this story.
Are you sure that we need to?
Yeah. Yes, you do.
Martin, I feel like you did this on purpose.
What am I doing on purpose? What do you do?
Go to the bathroom because I have to.
I'm so shocked.
I can't believe you've never heard of this show.
I am so shocked.
TLC has some of the wildest content.
Oh, you don't? Well, I mean, I guess she says that she's having her period regularly and all of that. Like,
what do you do?
what do you do?
Can you imagine you call your parents and be like, yo, what's up, grandpa? Like, what do you mean? Like, I had a kid.
Breed. Like,
What?
no one is climatized to the situation. No one understands or knows what's going on. You're not ready to be a parent. You haven't been prepping. You didn't buy anything. You don't know the name of your child.
Don't know the name of your child. Oh, shit.
Like, what do you do?
I wouldn't believe it if you come tell me that, Like,
Let's say I fuck for me.
something like that when I come to my mind. Like, what do you do? So wait, hold on, homie G. By the way, podcast has finished. I stopped recording.